For the very first time in football history, the FIFA World Cup is about to enter a completely new era, and the countdown has officially begun for the 48-team World Cup that will redefine global football forever. Because in just 6 months from now, the biggest sporting event on the planet will kick off across 3 nations: the United States, Mexico, and Canada, as the 2026 FIFA World Cup begins on June 11th and runs all the way until the grand final on July 19th, setting the stage for more drama, more matches, more goals, and more unforgettable moments than ever before. And as excitement spreads across continents, one question is already dominating the football world. Is Brazil quietly preparing for a terrifying comeback on the world stage? The celebration surrounding the World Cup has already begun. Fans are counting days, analysts are making predictions, and football nations are dreaming big. But Brazil, the most successful team in World Cup history, seems unusually calm and confident as they prepare to compete in Group C, where strong opponents await. Yet fear is nowhere to be found inside the Seleção camp, because Brazil believe they are still the benchmark of world football, regardless of form, criticism, or recent struggles. Not long ago, there were serious doubts about whether Brazil would even qualify for the World Cup under coach Rodrygo Jr. And at the same time, bold and almost unbelievable claims were circulating that Brazil would somehow reach the final, a contradiction that many fans and experts found laughable. Yet football has a strange way of proving people wrong, because Dorival himself had already guided clubs to finals and trophies before, showing his ability under pressure. But despite those achievements, the Brazilian Football Confederation made a decisive move by parting ways with Dorival Jr. and handing over the responsibility of leading the national team to one of the greatest managers in football history, Carlo Ancelotti, a name synonymous with calm leadership, tactical intelligence, and success on the biggest stages. Under Ancelotti's guidance, Brazil finally secured their World Cup qualification, and while debates around his squad selections continue to dominate headlines, there is growing belief that Ancelotti already has a clear plan, as the upcoming matches against Ecuador and Paraguay are expected to be the final testing ground, where he fine-tunes his ultimate squad before revealing his true vision for the World Cup. And many insiders believe that the squad assembled for the high-profile clashes against France and Croatia will effectively serve as the blueprint for Brazil's main World Cup roster, the group of players who will carry the nation's hopes onto the global stage. As a new year approaches, Brazilian fans are eagerly waiting to witness a new-look Seleção, one shaped by experience, balance, and ruthless attacking power. Because if there's one area where Brazil appear truly frightening heading into 2026, is their attacking department, which could feature as many as 7 elite attackers under Ancelotti's system, blending proven stars with explosive young talents, all competing for a place in what could become one of the most dangerous forward lines in modern World Cup history. At the heart of this project stands Neymar Jr., who is expected to lead Brazil as the team's main figure and emotional leader. And although injuries have kept him sidelined for a long period, optimism remains high that Neymar will return at the perfect moment, fully fit and mentally prepared to chase what could be his final World Cup dream, knowing that time is running out for one last shot at immortality. Alongside Neymar, Brazil possess Rafinha, a player many consider a game-changer with a different dimension, capable of breaking defensive lines with speed, intelligence, and unpredictability, while Vinícius Júnior, widely regarded as one of the best players in the world, carries the responsibility of finally proving himself as a decisive figure for the national team, not just at club level, but on the biggest international stage where legends are made. The attacking options do not end there, as Brazil's depth is almost overwhelming, with players like Matheus Cunha offering physical presence and versatility, Richarlison bringing aggression, pressing, and proven World Cup goals, Rodrygo providing big-game mentality and clutch moments, João Pedro emerging as a technically gifted forward, Estevão Willian representing the fearless next generation, and Gabriel Martinelli adding pace, intensity, and direct attacking threat, creating a selection headache that most national teams could only dream of. Meanwhile, teenage sensation Endrick continues his preparation for the World Cup journey by gaining valuable experience on loan at Olympique Lyon, sharpening his skills and adapting to European football, with strong expectations that he will force his way into future squads if his development continues at this pace. Meaning that from this pool of nearly 10 highly talented attacking players, only 7 are likely to earn a place in the final World Cup squad, making every upcoming performance crucial and every selection decision potentially controversial. This is exactly where Carlo Ancelotti's experience becomes invaluable, as he must strike the perfect balance between youth and experience, flair and discipline, reputation and form, because the margin for error at the World Cup is razor thin, and Brazil know better than anyone how painful failure on the world stage can be. As the tournament approaches, anticipation continues to rise, not only around Brazil's squad, but around the possibility that this team, under calm and calculated leadership, could once again evolve into the nightmare version of Brazil that the football world fears most, not built around one single superstar, but powered by a collective of relentless goal threats capable of deciding matches in seconds. Now the debate is open, and the question belongs to you. Which attacker should make the final cut, and who deserves to wear the famous yellow shirt when Brazil step onto the World Cup stage in 2026? Share your opinion in the comments below. Let us know who you would choose and why. And if you have any football-related questions, feel free to ask them as well, because in our upcoming videos, we will do our best to answer them, break down the tactics, and keep you updated on every major development as the road to the World Cup continues. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more football news and stories from around the world.